The information presented in this virtual exercise program is current as of June 2022. This programming may involve diverse exercise activities encompassing a range of physical demands. Although the programming is being led by certified practitioners in the respective disciplines, you agree that you are voluntarily accepting the risks of physical activity that may be particular to your individual health and fitness circumstances, and you agree that we will not be held liable for these risks or any injuries or damages arising therefrom. Further, we are unable to monitor your health status during the programming or call for medical attention on your behalf. By participating, you warrant that you are physically capable of performing the activities of the particular program and that you will cease the activities should you begin to feel unwell at any time. The information provided by the exercise program leaders is not intended to be medical advice or personal training. We recommend that each participant discuss their medical circumstances and the programming with their physician.
Welcome to the Kidney Wellness Hub. I am so glad you could join us today. My name is Danielle McCullough, and today's class is whole body chair class. This class is great for those that need more upright spinal strength but are unable to stand for a class. This is also worth trying, even if you can stand, for the pelvis proprioception you will get from this class. Remember to always consult with your health care provider before beginning any exercise program. If you experience faintness, dizziness, pain, or shortness of breath at any time while exercising, you should stop. If you get tired and need to take a break, hit pause and join us when you can. Okay, let's get started. So choose a chair that does not move, like no wheels, no swiveling, just a very sturdy chair. Preferably something that's flat if you can, the flatter the better. And that's it, so here we go. You're gonna start tapping with your fingertips just to wake up your body, get some proprioception of where your head is. Sorry if I tap the mic. Your chest, your ribs, wherever you can reach comfortably. This is bringing some circulation and proprioception to your body. Into your back, bum, thighs, lower legs, feet. And then we're going to check into the neck. So you're going to bring your shoulder blades up to the back of the ears. Keep your neck long. Inhale. Slowly exhale as you slowly bring the shoulder blades down just to the point where they sit on the back, not where they roll forward, just where they sit on the back. Take a couple breaths there. Let your ribs move while your shoulder blades hang there. And do that one more time. Lift the shoulder blades up to the back of the ears, neck long. Exhale, slowly bring those shoulder blades down until they find their resting spot on the back, not the front. And that's elongating your neck, tracking those neck muscles. You're gonna do left shoulder blade coming up to the back of the ear and take your head to the right. And then you're going to lower your shoulder blade down. You could also be mirroring me, in which case the rights and lefts would be different. That's okay. Take a couple breaths. Let your rib cage move. And then bring your head back up. Do that one more time for the left side. It usually takes a few rounds for it to loosen up. And exhale, lowering the shoulder blade nice and slow. It's the slow movement that helps make the change. Breathing, letting your ribs move. Bringing the head back up on top. 2 for the right hand side. Lift the right shoulder blade or the left. And lowering slowly down. Hanging out there, breathing. The movement of your breath is helping to open the tissues as well. So there's many factors at play here. Lifting the shoulder blade up to the back of the ear. Head goes away from the shoulder. Slowly lowering the shoulder blade down. Breathing. And then bringing the head back up. Next, we're going to go into some breath prep. So if you can place your hands on your rib cage Inhale, hold the ribs right where they are, hold them up, and then start to exhale. This is an arbitrary movement to help you find your muscles underneath the rib cage, underneath your obliques, and let the ribs slowly float down. Inhale again, hold the ribs up, exhale from underneath, and then slowly float the ribs back down. One more time, inhale. If this is really challenging, it's because you're probably doing a lot of support by pinching your rib cage in rather than getting those muscles from underneath. So that's something to play with. So we're going to move on and move the pelvis. You're going to keep with that breath. As you exhale, you're going to roll the pelvis backwards. You're opening up the back of the rib cage from the pelvis as you roll back and then lift back up. When you lift back up, stay right on the top of your sit bones instead of rolling to the front of them. Roll back again. Try inhaling this time into the back, and then exhale, come right back up just to the top of the sit bones. Inhale, roll the pelvis back. Exhale, right to the top of the sit bones. One more time, keeping the chest open, keeping your breath moving, and exhaling back to the top of the sit bones. So now we're going to move into the forward stretch, and you're going to be still doing what we just did. If you can bring your arms up, plug them into the sockets, and you're going to reach the lowest part of your rib cage forward. Soften your organs into your front body. Exhale, roll back up. Inhale, reach forward, soften those organs forward. Stay right on the tips of those sit bones, just like we were practicing in the previous exercise. Exhale, back up. Inhale, reach forward. Sit bones stay down, releasing the organs forward, expanding the back up. Last time, inhale, reach forward. If the arms, the shoulders get tired, you can rest them on your thighs. Exhale, come back up. Great. So now we're going to do a side stretch. You're going to open one leg out to the side. You can keep your feet down so that you are a little more sturdy. You're going to place your hand behind your head. If it's really tight, your elbow can be forward. Press your head back just a little bit just to get the neck back from the sternum, but not pressing the sternum back. Side bend the head, side bend through the rib cage. Breathe in, feel width through the side that's short, the pelvic floor and the diaphragm. Inhale, come back up. Change sides. Bring the arm down, turn the other leg out. Bring it out to the side, plant your foot. Bring the hand up. Lift your shoulder blade up into the elbow. Pour over into the opposite side. Inhale into that short side, wide pelvic floor, diaphragm. That's giving you support to open the opening side. Coming back up, bring the hand down, place your foot back underneath you, other foot comes out, hand comes up, lift the shoulder blade up into the elbow, pour over into the other side. Inhale wide through diaphragm, pelvic floor, supporting the short side to open up the top side. Inhale, coming back up, and rest. Okay, so now we're going to look at some spinal rotations. We're going to break this down a little bit. So the feet are hip width apart. You're going to cross your hands at your chest. Your shoulders are still relaxed. We're going to start with the eyeballs. Eyeballs, very underrated, their movement. So your eyes are going to move to the right. Your head is going to go to the right. Your neck is going to go to the right. Then your rib cage to the right. And then let your pelvis move a little bit right. Bring your pelvis back, your rib cage back, neck, head, eyes. Other direction. Eyes are going to look left. Head's going left. Neck's going left. Rib cage left. Pelvis left. And then bring pelvis back, rib cage, neck, head, eyes. Breathing the whole time. Inhale, eyes, head, exhale. It doesn't matter when you're breathing, just that you're breathing, that you're fully breathing the whole way as you go through all of these segments, little counter rotations. And eyes. to the left with the eyes, head, neck, rib cage, pelvis, pelvis, rib cage, neck, head, eyes. Very good. Now we're going to go into the saw. So the legs are going to open again, quite wide. You're going to bring your hands in line with the legs. They could rest here if it's hard on your shoulders, or lift them right up. Plug the arms into the back so you have some support. You're going to twist to the right, and then you're going to rotate your back arm up. So the right palm's lifting up to the ceiling. That's going to fold you forward towards your right inner thigh. And then lift back up, come back to center. Rotate to the left. You're going to rotate your back arm up so the palm faces the ceiling. Press it up so it folds you forward towards your left inner thigh. Make sure not to force the movements. You go to where you go, and that's great. It doesn't have to be any further. There's really nowhere to go. There's nowhere further to go than the range that you have. Inhale as you turn. Exhale as you fold over. Inhale coming up. Exhale center. Inhale twist. Exhale fold over. Inhale twist. Exhale. Remember those sit bones being right on top of your sit bones so that they're not rolling to the front. Exhale coming back to center. Rest your hands back onto your feet. So now we're going to walk the pelvis. This is a functional core exercise, and you're literally walking your sit bones to the back of your chair and just seeing how your body wants to do this first. How does your body make this happen? And then I'm going to impose a little restriction to see what happens. Your rib cage is going to stay stable. So instead of your rib cage moving side to side, it's going to stay stable like two slinkies, and the one slinky is lifting up and then the other one, without your rib cage shifting side to side. This is good preparation for walking. And it's usually more challenging on one side than the other to hold the rib cage steady while you're walking the pelvis. If you can keep your feet planted, do so. Sometimes the feet want to help, your hip flexors want to help. You're trying to isolate the pelvic movement. Okay, so you're back up to the front of your chair. We're going to work on the feet a little bit next. Doming the feet. Ideally, in a perfect world, which it's not, you're going to draw the balls of your feet towards your heel. So you make a little dome from the ball of the foot to your heel. That might be really challenging for most of you. It's okay if you pull your toes in, like squeezing or squeezing in the towel, gathering the towel, which you might have gotten from a physio at one point or another. And eventually you might be able to play with making that inchworm with the balls of your feet, leaving the toe relaxed. In time, you might even want to get one of those toes that tends to pull in on you and hold it steady while you dome your foot so that the toe isn't squeezing in. But just see what kind of movement you've got. Sometimes just getting your feet mobilized is really the important thing. And then you're going to sweep your feet in. So traditionally we pull in and lift the foot right up the inside. And then I want you to play with keeping the balls of your feet down as you pull the foot in. It will engage your inner calf a little more when you do it that way. Just a little bit different to get at the inner arch and the inner calf. And then the next one is a demi-point. So you're going to lift, and normally we would think of lifting the heel up, but I want you to think of the inchworm, the dome of the foot, and lift the dome of the foot. It's like the heel is hanging so that you're getting the mobility more from the whole ankle and not just the heel. It's just a thought. It may work for you or not. It's just something to play with. Okay, I think that's all my feet. Oh, no, there's one more. Dorsiflexion. That's where you bring the tops of your feet up to your shins. And then watch my toes. they're hanging. This might be really hard. Don't worry. If it's really hard, you might be doing this and you might be saying, stay down, and your toes are saying, no. Play with it. Eventually they might cooperate. So now we are going to work with the chest. So you can relax your feet. We're getting ready to stand. So you're gonna bring your hands forward, open your fingertips, and stretching out behind you, and then let it go. This is not one that you're gonna hold because it can be quite nervy, and nerves don't stretch. We want the fascia around it to open up, to loosen up around the nerves. So you're just going into a little opening and then letting it go. Keeping the neck long, inhaling, exhaling. And then you're going to bring your arms out in front of you, and you're going to see if you can move your shoulder blades in towards each other without your arms doing the opening. It's like your shoulder blade, your shoulder joint is staying stable while your shoulder blade's gliding. And then you're going to reach out with your shoulder blade and move the arm while your shoulder blade stays stable. Just see if you can feel the difference. And then you're going to bring your arms down by your side, and we're going to do a variation on what's called the hundreds in Pilates. So if you can get your hands by your chair, just in the front of it, and just press back a little bit so you get a little tone in your upper back. It'll help pull the shoulders blade. You're pressing to help pull the shoulder blades back. Stay wide through your elbows to help widen the tips of the shoulder blades. And then without pulling down through the front, so you're not straining through your neck. So it's just gentle tone through the upper back. And now we're going to breathe in fully for 5 counts and exhale fully for 5 counts, keeping this tone. I'll count on the exhale. So when you're ready, inhale and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 5, 2, 3, halfway. Inhale. Exhale. 6, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Keep the whole rib cage, trunk moving. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. And relax. That's the hundreds. So now we're going to prepare to stand. So we've got our shoulder girdle, our core. You're going to bring your feet in a little bit. So we're going to get that dorsiflexion to help you. Your feet may be a little bit wider than hip width. Lean the weight of your head forward and notice how the weight comes onto your feet. The belly can lift, the sit bones can be anchored to the chair, and the shoulders can be on the back. And you can look forward a little bit. So this is work right here in the legs and the core and the upper back to hold you, and then come on back. So you can go back and forth a few times, practicing all the things that we did in this class, and exhale back. And inhale forward, coming into the feet, the legs, the belly, the upper back, breathing the whole thing. And the goal eventually is that from there, you use that to get up and down. If it feels okay to do it, you can try it, but being here is just fine. Building up the strength. So I'm going to rest from there. We're going to start some finishing work. You're going to, actually we're going to do that after. You're going to open your legs, hang down. Push your feet back, roll back. And then lift the chest up like there's a little puppet string on it to lift it up. Roll back again. Roll forward, hang your spine, decompress. Push with your feet, roll your pelvis back. Find that puppet spring, string, lift yourself back up, be right on your sit bones. One more time, roll forward, into your feet, push with your feet, roll back, puppet string lifts you up, you're right on top of your sit bones. Pause there, bring your feet back in. Hands on your ears, pull your ears out. This is a weird one, but you'll find usually that one side's a little tighter than the other. Let your eyes go to the right and to the left and go up and go down to the bottom left corner, top right corner, bottom right corner, top left corner. Circle your eyes in a circle and circle them the other way. And then looking straight ahead and smile. I hope you enjoyed the whole body chair class. Thanks again for joining us today. I look forward to seeing you back here at the Kidney Wellness Hub soon. Don't forget to take the short wellness survey to help us continue to bring you value-added content.
This video is brought to you by the Kidney Foundation of Canada, BC and Yukon branch. Please remember to like and subscribe. You can continue to watch another video or return to the Kidney Foundation Wellness Hub by clicking on the direct link in the description box below. If you would take a moment to fill out our short survey found below as well, we would greatly appreciate your input. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.